Yo, Ross, what's good, man?
What's up? What's up, man? Tom Ross TV and he knows here to separate the weak from the fucking strong, man.
That's it, man. That's what we got to do. We got to separate the weak from the motherfucking strong, man. Let's talk about this shit, man, because we really got to delve into it. Um, what's up with Black Prime? I'm surprised that people are not talking about it, and I'm surprised that people are not
Yeah, so Black Prime TV is a company that just came into existence
coming out
this
of
year
nowhere. You
out of
get me?
nowhere. Yeah,
Are
yeah,
coming
I
out
just
of
got
nowhere,
yeah.
and just all of a sudden being this company that Terrence Crawford was able to pick up a fight. You see, when somebody's able to fall back on a fight, they're able to do that because they've been planning that from day one. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something that they planned yesterday. As a matter of fact, Earl Spence just did a fight hype interview that ended 26 minutes ago, where he said he's done everything. A guy of that caliber, a guy who's basically the best welterweight, a guy who thought he was gonna fight a undisputed fight, went through all of this back and forth through the negotiation process. And Terrence Crawford has been using Earl Spence's name since his ass showed up at 147. At this point, we're not only gonna give legal advice to motherfuckers that already have advanced legal advice, but hey, it's always good to reiterate legal advice. We're also gonna give financial advice to motherfuckers that already have advanced financial advice. We still gonna give it. And we also are going to talk about something that's going to be evident.
Salute to
Spence,
Rip B. Brazy.
salute to Rip B. Brazy. He says, salute.
Uh,
He knows. Salute Ross. Another fire stream. Oh, this is going to be fire beyond fire, man.
mm-hmm.
And when it's all said and done, Earl Spence needs to start suing Terrence Crawford for defamation of character. And if I was Earl Spence and I wanted to be extra slimy, I would sue Terrence Crawford from the beginning of when he started mentioning Earl Spence's name, the second
Mm-hmm.
he showed up at 147. And he needs to sue Terrence Crawford for any time Terrence Crawford tries to use his name to promote fights, because that's exactly what Terrence Crawford has been doing. He's not trying to fight Earl Spence, but he's using his name and his brand sake to basically put himself in position so that he can have other fights. I want your take on it, man.
Exactly, man. This Black Prime TV came out came out of nowhere this year, right? No one knows them. Their social media presence is small. They're you know what I mean. They're not they're a small company that came out of nowhere. Where do they get the money? Where are they getting this money to give Bud an 8 figure payday? Where are they getting this money to give Bud an 8 figure payday? You know what I'm saying? Bud Bud been taking $2 million at a flat rate for how long? Now all of a sudden Bud talking about he deserved more than two, more than like bro. Okay, cool. So Aerosmith AQS, everything you wanted, and you still don't fight. There's no way you just inked the deal with another fight out of nowhere. This mean the whole time you was the whole time you was saying you was gonna fight Errol Spence, you knew good damn well you wasn't gonna fight Errol Spence. Cause this fight ain't come out of nowhere. You've been talking to this dude. You've been talking to this new group. Cause there's no way they foot the bill on a fight because they're a startup company. There's no way this startup company foots the bill on a fight that might not even happen. They they, they knew and you knew you wasn't gonna fight Errol Spence.
Facts.
I lost all respect for Bud Crawford. He's nothing to me, man. As far as boxing is concerned, he ain't nothing to me, man. And then on top of that, you got motherfuckers who still holding on talking about now how do you know Blue Blood Sports TV ain't just an investor? How you know he one of the major players? It don't matter if he an investor or he in on that deal. He in on that deal. And it makes sense that now the LDBC is making excuses for Bud. Did Bud really duck? if he did duck, is this the biggest duck in boxing? Like it don't matter if it's the biggest duck in boxing or not. He ducked somebody he been calling out for the last since when 2015. So we talking 7 years here. He's been using Errol Spence name to promote his fights. Errol Spence needs to sue him for he needs to sue him for defamation of the character. He also needs to sue him for all the wasted money and proceeds that he used to try to make this fight. And this dude was already negotiating another fight. And then he needed to issue a cease and desist letter. You cannot say my name and use my name to promote your fights. If we not fighting, don't use my name, my likeness. My name, my likeness is my trademark. That's my business. Don't use my name and my likeness unless we gonna fight.
I agree.
Because what he's doing, he like I said before, I've been telling y'all that if y'all been listening. Bud never wanted this fight. He thought Spence would be gone by now. He never thought Spence was gonna start taking the sport more seriously and keep it down to his weight. So he not weight drained. He thought Spence would be gone by now at 154. He was gonna just use Spence's name and wait for Spence to leave. They clean up at 147, but Spence still here with all the belts. So now he's just doing anything not to fight Spence. He's finna take less money to fight somebody we don't know. That's a duck. It's not like he's taking less money to fight. Let's say Pacquiao want to come back all of a sudden. And he's turning out Spence to get this big money with Pacquiao, then go fight after that. Like, no, he fighting somebody we never heard before for less money than he would get fighting Spence. That's an automatic duck.
And like, even if he's fighting Pacquiao, any of them, we could understand the rationale behind that from a financial standpoint. But it's still a duck. It's still a duck, nevertheless, because anything less than undisputed is a duck. I mean, this is undisputed. And not only is it undisputed, it's undisputed at 147. Not only is it undisputed at 147, it's undisputed for the best fight in boxing, period, in the last decade since Mayweather and Pacquiao. What fight is bigger than this fight? What fight would you want to draw your attention more so than this fight? So what this speaks of is Terrence Crawford's intestinal fortitude. It speaks of, if you're from Omaha, Nebraska, you really don't deserve to hold any weight. Shout outs to OG Flash. He said Terrence Crawford scared of the big fish. Salute. Appreciate your super chat. Mm-hmm. But what it also speaks to is that if you are from Omaha, Nebraska, I wouldn't brag it. I wouldn't brag it worth shit. Omaha, Nebraska is worth 2 cents right now. And the longer this keeps going on, it's going to be worth zero. It's not going to be worth shit. The bottom line is this. What Terrence Crawford showed, what Blue Blood Sports TV, the real leader of LDBC showed, and what this whole startup venture capitalist investment showed is that you have a petty beef. Because forget Spencer Crawford. This goes to the petty beef with Al Heyman. All because what? Leonard Ellaby G-checked you in an interview? Think about it. Y'all need to start connecting the dots. Leonard Ellaby G-checks you in an interview. You turn around and say, well, I'm going to show that nigga. I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them what time it is. You go and you have a vested interest on the side with Terrence Crawford because you guys been wanting Terrence Crawford on your side because you guys have been apologizing, fam. It's not like that we have not seen for years that these guys have not been apologizing for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is in a situation where nobody else wants him. He has no value. He has no marketability. And you guys get him dirt cheap. And you guys come together and say, hey, let's just do this thing on the side. We already know we ain't going to fight Spence, but we're going to use his name. If I'm PBC, I'm also doing investigation. Uncle Al don't need nobody's business advice, but I'm just saying this to pique Uncle Al's interest. I would be looking at this Blkprime and doing everything in my power to crush them because they're now fucking with my bottom line. That's how business works. When you start fucking with my bottom line, I have to crush you. Big businesses do this to small businesses all the time. So if I'm PBC, I'm paying attention to what the hell is going on here because that's what they did. all of these attorneys involved, that's money coming out of people's pocket. Venues, getting held in Vegas, that's money coming out of people's pocket.
I'll
They
sue them for
lucky.
all that shit.
They lucky I'm not PBC, because if I'm PBC, this thing where you see Blue Blood got his shades on, looking like he's bossed up, man, I will crush him. I would have fucking crushed him from a business standpoint. Oh, you think you coming up because you salty because you got a petty beef? Oh, I'm crushing you. I'm crushing this shit. This whole Blkprime shit is getting crushed because I'm sitting here as Al Heyman pushing to get a big fight of epic proportions and epic magnitudes. I'm piquing boxing fans' interest. If you're a true boxing fan, who the fuck wants Terrence Crawford versus Avin Yaga? Who gives a flying fuck? It doesn't matter. In the great Rock saying, it doesn't fucking matter who the hell this guy's name is.
Right.
Spence versus Crawford, man. That's what everybody wanted. And as a fight fan, you should be mad to know that Terrence Crawford was pulling this wool over you motherfuckers' eyes. To know that not only was he ducking Earl Spence, that he had an ulterior motive to pull out of this fight. And you guys should boycott this fight. You guys should make sure this fight has 0 viewers. If I was you guys know the fight date, December 10th. You should be telling everybody, don't watch that bullshit. That fight shouldn't even be watched. And if I'm Earl Spence, I'm going to throw a gem and a jewel Earl Spence's way. I know you wasn't looking to fight this year, but if I'm Earl Spence, the best way to stick it to Terrence Crawford, fight exactly on that same day. Get you a fight December 10th and fight that same day and make it a PBC event. That's exactly what the fuck I would do.
I would fight on the same fucking day. Because we all know if people got to choose, they go choose Errol Spence. Nobody watched Terrence Crawford fights, man. Terrence Crawford always flopped, man. Bob Arum looked Terrence Crawford right in his face and said, "Man, I lost so much money. You, I could have built a house. Not a house. I could have built a large mansion." He said right next to him, and he said that shit. He basically said, "You worthless. You ain't shit when it comes to fights."
Basically, he told him, "You ain't even a workhorse slave. You a worthless slave."
Right,
Damn, that's the worst. That's the worst to say, man. That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he looked at him, man. So come on, man. Please, man, spare me with this nonsense that this man ain't ducking. At this point, that's fanboy talk. And, all these champions said, I posted yesterday, everybody should boycott the Crawford fight. I'm trying to tell people mad as hell about this shit. And the LDBC is looking worse and worse coming out trying to defend this shit. There ain't no defending this, man. But at first, I thought they were just being fence straddlers. Now I know why they being fence straddlers, because they the reason why this nigga got an option to duck Errol Spence.
Facts.
They got this the struggle company. they created the struggle boxing company to help this nigga duck Spence. For what? Y'all call yourself the LDBC, man. Please, man. Y'all enemies to the boxing community. Y'all enemies to the black boxing community, man. Because everybody wanted this fight. Everybody wanted this fight, and y'all hate it, man. OG Flash, thanks for the donation, man. Man, all y'all that could donate, please donate. Man, he knows we in the lab. And you see we pumping these things out for y'all, man. Please please donate, because we getting a lot of hate from the other side. We getting a lot of hate from the other side.
We getting a lot of simpleton, a lot of simple-minded niggas, a lot of people that don't think outside the box. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this Blkprime, the LDBC, Terrence Crawford, they lucky I'm not PBC. I'm an ironclad businessman. I would have fucked them up. I would have went in, looked into all of the legalities where they fucked up with this shit, and man, talk about a startup, they would be a non-up. After I'm through with them motherfuckers, they would have been a non-up.
Yeah, man.
That's me though. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, them motherfuckers would have been a non-up after I was done with them. It wouldn't be no December 10th fight date. I can guarantee you that if they was me that they did that shit too.
Man, this shit gonna flop. Y'all want to know why this startup company gonna flop? And they got an office somewhere. They got the burden for the insurance money. Y'all want to know why they got the burden office for insurance money? It's people this way. Canelo Alvarez took his ass over to the zone, right? He had a whole country behind him. The zone ended up going belly up. Man. Down there went bankrupt fucking with Canelo. And Canelo, who's way bigger than Terrence Crawford, couldn't save the zone. How the fuck Terrence Crawford gonna be the face of a startup business? This nigga don't sell no fights, man. The only way that this makes sense is they was having the Errol Spence fight.
So basically, what you're saying is it's a failure before it even started up.
Yeah, man, this is doomed to fail. This is the dumbest idea I have ever seen in boxing.
But because, see, this speaks to the people that's behind it. Only the LDBC, right? Because they got some of the most simple-minded, simpleton dummies that's running they shit. So dummies beget dummies, man.
This is the single most stupid, dumbest thing I've ever seen. Let's think about it. This the only way this would make sense. The only way I would do this. The only way I would put my hard-earned money to invest in this, if I was them, is if the first fight was Errol Spence versus Crawford. Then everybody want to see that shit. They only can see it here. We do to make some type of money because people want to see that fight. And if I couldn't get that, Crawford versus Jamel Charlo, something somebody will watch. Nobody don't even know who dude is, man. I can't even pronounce dude's name. Avon Nassian? Is it A Vanessa? What the fuck is dude's name? Nobody know who David Vanessa is, man. Like, who is dude, man?
And this is the problem. Boxing fans keep saying shit about they're not mad at Blue Blood. They're not mad at this. You got to be mad at these people because these people are the reason why you're not getting the best fight in the sport of boxing. They have screwed you. And they not only are they taking your super chat, not only are they taking your cash apps, not only are they taking your time, they've screwed you. This speaks to you as a boxing fan. This speaks to you wanting to see the best fight the best. They eliminated that out of the equation over some petty ass PBC beef. If this is not the most feminine fucking trait that I've ever seen from men that are supposed to be men, I don't know what is. You hate a guy who is transcending a sport so much with other black fighters. He has these guys running independent companies. They have their own independent contractor situations going on. They have their own LLCs, limited liability companies. They're doing their thing. He's advising them. And you go and turn around and hate that because you don't understand that. So then you go and get with somebody like Terrence Crawford. I mean, look at it. Birds of a feather flock together. They all in the same boat. They all hate PBC. They all hate the PBC format. They all hate this. They all hate that. But it's not the competition because they can't compete with PBC. They don't have the capital. They don't have the pull-up that PBC has. It's just the idea of them thinking that they could just start something like this out the gate. It's going to fail. But my thing is, this is bad. You hate PBC so much that you tell other boxing fans, fuck y'all. And you boxing fans are not smart enough to realize they just fucked you guys out of a super fight of the ages. All because of some petty beef. Man, y'all got to be smarter out here in these boxing streets, man. Y'all can't just be letting me and Tom Ross do all the thinking for y'all. Y'all got to start doing the fucking thinking for yourselves. The best way to serve revenge, because the next joy, what did Tupac say about revenge?
The sweetest joy, revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy.
There you go. And the best way to get the sweetest joy next to getting pussy revenge is for y'all to not even watch this fight coming up December 10th. This shit should have 0 viewers. That's the best way to deal with it. Because if nobody watches the shit, then you send the message to these fools and these clowns that thought they were trying to pull a fast one on you that nah, it don't work like that. This is what we want. We as boxing consumers are not dumb because that's what they're basically doing. This is an indictment on you guys. Fuck me, fuck Ross. This is about you guys as boxing fans. It's an indictment on you guys. You guys need to start asking yourselves, are you stupid? Are you dumb motherfuckers? Are you simpletons? Are you simple-minded? Or are you smarter than what they say that you are? Because the only way that you can prove that you're smarter than what they say you are, you don't watch this shit that comes up December 10th. This is the only way. So y'all motherfuckers are on the clock. December 10 is going to reveal if y'all some smart boxing fans or if y'all just some simple-minded motherfuckers. Because December 10, nobody should be watching that shit. No one.
The problem, the thing about it is, a lot of black men have been raised not to be concrete in their beliefs. Even when they're saying something they believe in, they always saying it on both sides of their mouth. Like they're never just
Facts.
they're never just straightforward and this what it is. Like Buddy said, Blue Blood Sports is a company man now. I'm not mad, but he can't hide and act like he not. Fuck is you talking about, man? He been a company man. Blue Blood Sports TV is his logo. That's his brand. He been a company man.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't got nothing to do with him being on company man. You could be a company man and still do good business. This
Exactly.
is bad business. This is petty. This is petulant bullshit that cost us an undisputed fight. This has nothing to
Exactly.
do with him being a company man. He been a company man. What do you think people are doing on YouTube? They're building a brand.
Yep.
This dude make thousands of dollars on his YouTube. That's a business. He been a company man. Where you been at, man? You gotta pay
Exactly.
attention. The problem is now he done him and his cohorts done built another company out the clear blue sky to ruin the fight.
Yep.
To ruin the fight.
And it
It's
gets y'all to co-sign this shit. Y'all gotta be smarter than this.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's an undisputed fight that's supposed to be happening. Nobody. This is a fight that he's taking that nobody want to see. Why is he taking this fight? And if he needed a tune-up, he could have fought a tune-up while Errol Spence was fighting Ugas. That way,
Exactly.
now they'll be ready. All this shit
Or
is petty
mention
shit.
it, or mention it out the gate right after the Ugas fight, because that's what fighters do. In
Right.
when professional settings, fighters will say, "Look, man, I don't feel like I'll be ready to fight you. I need a tune up first." But you mention these things early on. You don't have
Mhm.
no ulterior motives and create something on the side and know that you're just gonna break things down and then eventually jump on that and then try to get your dumb as fuck fans to just side with the shit. And that's what they're doing. You got a bunch of stupid motherfuckers, they siding with this shit and they don't know better. They just don't know
Mhm.
better. We got robbed of a November 19th super fight. We got robbed of an undisputed fight. We got robbed of a coronation of basically the last man standing at a weight class that we've been wanting this. How long has it been since someone at 147 has been undisputed and black at that?
It's been since Zab Judah, man. Zab Judah was the last officially recognized undisputed. He lost it. He lost it to Baltimore, but Baltimore didn't pay, or at least that's what they said. Baltimore didn't pay any sanctioning fees. So when Floyd Mayweather beat Baltimore right after Baltimore beat fucking Zab Judah, he couldn't be crowned undisputed because Baltimore didn't have all the belts. So Zab Judah was the last one at 147 to be undisputed officially. That's a long time, man. That's over 20 years ago.
And you wait a year to take a tune-up? Who waits that long to take a tune-up fight?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a
come on.
duck, man. He was ducking. He had every intentions to duck. The bottom line is Terrence Crawford is afraid. He's petrified and he's scared of Earl Spence. It is one thing if you come out and admit it and you say it. That's why I respect Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, the fighters that he ducked, he admitted that he ducked
He
those
admitted it.
fighters. He admitted it. You know, I get on Mike Tyson about a lot of things, but I also respect him in a lot of ways because Tyson is just who he is. He's honest to his core on who he is as an individual. Roy Jones Jr. admitted that Antonio Tarver was that dude that got in his head. He admitted this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like when people admit shit, man. You are afraid of Earl Spence. You know Earl Spence is basically the guy that's going to retire you. You know that Earl Spence is the fighter that's going to beat the shit out of you. Everyone knows it. And then you have your sister. We should have known she was like that. Who's into fucking psychics and, 5%er and all of that. Asking the psychic next, can you please tell my brother Terrence Crawford who he's going to fight next? What kind of weird shit are they fucking doing in Omaha, Nebraska, man? That's some weird shit to me. Like, I just don't understand that.
Man, he's been ducking it, man. The whole reason why he went to Top Rank because he wanted to duck, man. Who the fuck go to Top Rank if you want to fight the best welterweights? Ain't no who do that. Why you going to Top Rank if you want to fight the best? Man, that motherfucker, that nigga scared, man. That's why his new name is Duck Crawford. He's no
And I
longer
call him Duck Bumford.
right. He's no longer Bud Crawford. He's Duck Crawford, man. He a
Mm-hmm.
duck and he a fucking fraud. You know
Yep,
what I'm
he's a
saying?
duck and he's a fucking bum. He's a Bumford. And I'm glad Ross said that because Duck Crawford, Duck Bumford, whatever the fuck you want to call him, I also call him Milk Dud. I also call him Bud Light. I also call him a barking fucking chihuahua. The thing is this. This is bad. This is sad. And you got guys on their deathbed, man. Spill Dog is a dude that he has a channel. He covers Spence and Crawford. And this man is fighting cancer because he wanted to see an undisputed fight. We don't know when this man is going to make it. We don't know if he's going to see the next month.
Right.
You got people that are that genuine, hardcore boxing fans that really wanted this fight to come through fruition. And then this petty shit happens. This petulant shit happens. This mangina shit happens. I mean, this is ridiculous. All for what? Because you hate the way a certain platform moves and runs. So you screw boxing fans who have been clamoring for this. This is not a yesterday. This is not a month ago. This is something we've been clamoring for years. And then you get it ruined. We knew it finally had root to grow into fruition, and it was going to take place November 19th. And then you guys pulled this shit. If you're a boxing fan, you are mad. And the only way that you're going to show your anger is making sure December 10, you do not watch that fucking fight. Because the message is going to send to Terrence Crawford is, one, we don't want you in these other fights. Two, we want to see you fighting Earl Spence. We want to see you get your ass parked. And three, this is the fight your ass need to be at. We don't need to see you nowhere else. That's the message you guys need to be sending December 10th. If you guys don't send that message December 10th and y'all sit there and give this fight a record-breaking number, not only is Terrence but Crawford, we done lost all respect for him. We done lost all respect for you boxing fans as well, too. This is an indictment on you guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are on the fucking clock.
Yeah, man. That's why I said this motherfucker. This is Duck Crawford. He is the Black Canelo Alvarez, man. Bud Crawford is the Black Canelo Alvarez, man. This is a superior duck. Like this was a planned duck. Like he strategized this shit to the T to make sure there was no way he could fight Errol Spence.
Terrence Crawford ain't that smart. This is a concoction strictly from the LDBC, man. Them niggas ain't that smart either, but they one thing about them niggas, they slick. And I could see they slick ass pulling some shit, getting in Terrence Bud Crawford's ears because they've been apologizing for his ass for years. And i.e. Blue Blood Sports TV, the way he got embarrassed by Leonard Ellaby. Leonard Ellaby didn't even look his way. I'm telling you, man, y'all niggas got to know that feeling, man. I've never experienced that feeling. I've always been the guy who dishes that feeling out. But I don't imagine niggas that's on the receiving side of that feeling when another nigga is standing you right in your face and act and don't even see you, don't even acknowledge you. That's got to be embarrassing. I know Blue Blood wanted to piss his fucking pants when Leonard Ellaby was like, huh? Who? I know him when he was talking to the fight guy hype, the fight hype guy. I know him. I know who he is. Who are you?
Right.
You guys have to understand psychologically what that did. And then to be so upset, to be so petty from that you're like, you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them, man. I'm going to show them. Right. I'm going to fucking show them who I am. My name is Blue Blood Sports TV. I'm a fucking fence straddler. I'm going to fucking show them. We love you, Floyd. We. That shit was so pathetic. And that motherfucker is the same motherfuckers y'all sitting here supporting that got Terrence Crawford, another fence straddler in of itself, to go and get him to fight a duck. Who asked for this fight?
Nobody, man.
You guys asked for Terrence Crawford versus Ann Jensen?
Nobody gives a fuck about this fight, man. They really disrespected boxing. Like, bro, but what they don't really know is this gonna be the downfall of them. They finna fall off after this. Cause people are gonna now be going to their channel and mocking them.
Mm-hmm.
Mocking them. Like, y'all fucked up Undisputed, man. Y'all helped duck Crawford, duck Errol Spence. What y'all gotta say about that?
Yep.
They finna fall off after this, man. This was a bad move by them. First of all, it's a waste of fucking money. Bob Arum already told you, laid it down. Like, listen, man, this nigga didn't even make enough money for me to steal from him.
And you know, this shit would have worked, Ross, if they didn't have a He Knows and a Tom Ross that's just too smart for their own good. Like, if we wasn't around, I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect in the comment section, but they would have fooled y'all niggas. But thank goodness for He Knows and Tom Ross. They can't pull a fast one on us. When you slick, we slicker. When you bullshit, we bullshit even harder. When you move, we move even faster. Like, we two military dudes, man. We've seen it all. Mm-hmm. You can't pull no fast ones on us, man. And if it wasn't for us, y'all would have fell for this shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all was gonna fall for this shit.
For real, man. You gotta think about this, bro. Do you know how petty you gotta be to say, I'm finna put my own personal pride above the whole sport of boxing and go and set up a fight? These niggas wasted money to hate on the PBC. This is grade A level hate. When you spend your money to hate on a nigga, it's grade A level hate. It's great.
You gotta say that again, man. You gotta say that again.
When you spend your money
marinating their corpus callosum and cerebellum.
What people don't understand is it take a lot of money to throw a fight. We talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a venue, right? To you know what I mean? For them to hold it, right? Now you gotta pay the other boxers. You got
attorneys involved. Attorneys always getting hundreds of dollars an hour off of your ass.
These niggas did all of this just to stop an undisputed fight. They company gonna go to shit because you can't build no company off Bud Crawford. So think about it. Bud Crawford might not never fight Errol Spence because this is the only fighter they got. So how they gonna build a company? That means this nigga got to fight. He got to fight a lot of fights. Who he gonna fight? Bums.
There's only 3 good things that came out of Omaha, Nebraska. That's Malcolm X, Warren Buffett, and Jay Cooley. Everything else from Omaha, Nebraska is shit. Straight up horse manure and garbage.
After listening to He Knows the Tom Ross, I see right through Mass Kellerman. Right, man. Told you. Mass Kellerman. Listen, man, Mass Kellerman is two type of races, man. You got the Trumps and you got the Joe Bidens. You got the ones that let you know out in front, and you got the sneaky motherfuckers. Mass Kellerman is a sneaky motherfucker. Mass Kellerman always side against confident black men. And when he act like he on your side, he really just building you up to tear you down. The reason why he like Bud, because Bud is a company man. Bud is Bud been owned. He don't like nobody that's black and independent. No, you ain't never noticed that. Mass Kellerman don't like no black man that's black and independent with confidence. He don't like it. That's why I'll be like, but man, I don't. People be coming on my page talking. Well, Mass Kellerman said, "Man, we don't honor Mass Kellerman on my page, man."
You see what's going on? I'm ashamed. I'm a boxer, but fuck boxing right now. I might watch MMA instead. This is what's happened, and this is what y'all have allowed on y'all watch. This is why they say fuck He Knows and fuck Tom Ross. You know why? It's because we always willing to say, we're always gonna push the button, and we're always gonna say what either some of y'all was thinking, y'all just don't have the platform to say it, or what most of y'all was thinking and just couldn't fucking say it. We're always gonna say it. I ain't afraid of no damn man. The only person I'm afraid of is God, and it's the same with Ross.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we're gonna say what we need to say. We're gonna pop our gums, not because we're popping our gums because we want to sound good. We saying this shit because we really believe in what we say, and we know it's the truth. But what we also know that's the thing with the truth is like a two-edged sword. It pierces the dividing asunder of your soul and spirit, even until your joints and marrow, man. It's a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. That thing pierces you on a cellular level, on a molecular level. It is intergalactic, the way that the truth pierces you. But when you hear it, you know that's what it is, the truth. And the truth is, you've been having these guys all of this time. Now, here's the bigger thing. Because now I want y'all to start really using y'all brains to really get critical thinking here. This is a plan now, Ross, that we can say, because it's happened realistically, we can say they've been conjuring this shit up for years. This was a plan that they've wanted to happen for years.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to position themselves like this and position themselves off the back of you guys. When you watch Black Adam, I'm not gonna ruin it for Ross because he's gonna watch it later. But there was a king that used his own people and used the sweat and the slavery of his own people just so that he can get access to a demonic power,
Right.
so that he can basically be immortal. Why am I saying this, and how does this tie? Well, that's what the LDBC has done to you guys. They've used you guys through your fanship, through your viewership, through your watchingship, backs and sweat, so that they can push whatever agenda they wanted to push. This is not even about boxing no more. This is about vested interest. And what you guys have done through your membership, your LDBC membership, you've given them access to their vested biased interest to push whatever they wanted to push. If I was y'all, man, I would take that membership, I would take it and stick it where the sun don't shine, and I would take a fucking shit on that shit and then flush it down the fucking toilet.
I was just about to say I'll wipe my ass with that shit. But here's a sad thing. You gotta think about how much money these young men have invested in donating to Fanon, donating to Blue Blood Sports TV, donating to Barbershop Conversation, and these niggas been low key actively working behind the scenes to make sure your favorite fighters never get the fights that they want. They never get the undisputed fight. think about how much money these people have given these people. You know what I'm saying? They basically spit in the face of black boxing fans. Lions Den boxing community. They pride themselves about being for the people. These motherfuckers is fraud, and it makes sense that the face of their company is gonna be Bud Crawford. It makes all the sense. A smoke and mirrors face of your company. His name is Duck Crawford, and the LDBC they frauds themselves. It's a match made in heaven. Anybody with any good sense know you can't make this nigga no face of no company. And he got the biggest sports channel promoting him, and he still can't sell no tickets.
None.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much? Do you know how much Errol Spence would be selling if ESPN was talking about him all the time and
I'm gonna take
showing
this
his?
to a woman. I'm gonna take this to a woman talk. That's like having a bitch in front of you, right? That's like having a fine bitch in front of you. She's basically spread her legs. She showed you the pussy, and you can't fuck.
Right. For some
That's
reason,
exactly what it is. That's like the most cuck shit ever. It's right there in your face, and all you have to do is just sit there and watch. You can't touch. I want y'all to let that sink for a second. You that motherfucker that's sitting there watching somebody else fuck her. And you just sitting there watching. But you're not just watching, it's like your hands is tied behind your back. I need y'all to visualize this. This is what they did to y'all. They fucked y'all over like that, made y'all become cucks like that, and treated y'all as such. They made you become the person who has his hands fucking tied, watching his woman get fucked. And I'm talking about fucked in every hole imaginable. And then not only is these motherfuckers are slimy that they have you watching her get fucked, they watch her eat this nigga's nutsack, eat all his man juice, eat all his nuttages, and then tell her, go kiss you on the fucking lips while your hands is fucking tied. I want y'all to think about that for a second. That's what they did to y'all.
they disrespected the black community, man. And people are like, man, y'all going too hard. But now we not. A lot of people don't really realize the gravity of the situation until the situation has passed. I'm trying to bring you into the gravity of this situation. The gravity of the situation is these motherfuckers. And think about it is, what they don't realize is they pissed off a lot of people doing this. They ain't just picked up the PBC. A lot of people lost money by them doing this. Motherfuckers was ready for the Errol Spence and them fight.
Yeah, me and Ross was already looking at venues. I was looking at dates. Me and him was gonna link up in Vegas. This was gonna be the first time you would have saw both of us in person. I think the world would have stopped for a moment to have two guys of that caliber in under one roof. The world would have shook. It would have shook for a moment. We was getting ready to go do the damn thing, and then next thing you know, this shit happens. It ruins everything. It throws everything off trajectory because they didn't want to see guys like me and Ross laugh and celebrate, knowing because I already told you guys I was gonna go to Spence and Crawford fight halfway tipsy because I already knew what the outcome was gonna be. I already knew Spence was gonna demolish this guy, man. I didn't. Ross already knew it. We both were already gonna start on live, just really talking shit because we already knew what the outcome was gonna be. Crawford knew what the outcome was gonna be, and these guys knew what the outcome was gonna be. This is why you guys saw when me and Ross kept saying fake as fuck Earl Spence fans, y'all, it's like a lot of times y'all don't be catching what we be saying. We said it. It was for a reason. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you can't hate a man so much. Forget Earl Spence for a second. Forget Terrence Crawford for a second. Why do people hate? And this is why I'm gonna alley-oop this one to Ross. Why do people hate Al Heyman so much? What has Al Heyman done to you? I don't fucking even know who Al Heyman is like in person. I just know him through, his business ventures, and I know him through how he's moved through the entertainment industry. What has Al Heyman done to people to affect people on such a psychological level to where they hate the man? I mean, this is crazy.
Because we've been programmed to only accept loud, obnoxious success, and to accept success that's pretty much off the backs or off the opportunity from white people. Whenever we see a dude who's successful off his own brain power, a black man, a lot of black people take issue with that because they feel like, damn man, how did he get so successful and he independent? They start looking at him like man, there must be something wrong with me. And instead of them trying to learn from the person, they end up being haters. They end up sitting back and saying, "Man, ain't no man. This shit must be something to this man. Cause ain't no way in hell this motherfucker just got all this success, and he don't got no white man behind him."
Hmm.
So they sit back and they hate. That's the problem, man. If he was loud, obnoxious, if you could pinpoint his success and put it on a white man, he'll have all the support in the world for the black community. But because you can't do that with him, just think
Hmm.
about it. Motherfuckers supported Master P real good. They supported him real good until Baby came along.
Yep.
Baby, Baby, was more relatable because they got their power from white people from Universal.
They weren't as independent.
They wasn't independent at all.
Yep.
They got their shit from Universal. Universal gave them a big ass check to get them started. Nobody gave Master P nothing
Yep. He was selling that shit out of the trunk of his vehicle,
out of the trunk of his vehicle.
making $1 million a week. I mean, that's insane. The business acumen on that is off the charts, man.
That's the thing. Niggas hate Floyd. Niggas hate motherfuckers hate anything where there's ultimate. You know how much confidence you got to have to say, man, I just want to make this money. I don't even want to be famous. I could be famous, man. I'm just finna be in the background. They don't want that's like a mafioso type thing, and to them that's reserved for white men. Black men got to be out in front. All black men got to be out in front. They can't be back in the cut like a mafioso boss, and nobody don't really know them, and they don't really care about the fame, and they every now and then they pop out. Like Al Heyman would be at Floyd Mayweather fights, you don't even know where the fuck he be at.
Mm-hmm.
You might see him once or twice when he has to do something to make the show keep running, whatever. And then you don't even notice where he's at.
Yep.
They don't.
Well,
That's power, and they don't like that's anything where a black man's in a position of power. Not only is white people gonna hate, but their own people gonna hate on them.
and not only just the position of power, just the power of the element of just his aura. Like he don't gotta say shit. His aura is power, and that scares people, man. You know, I took that Frank Lucas terminology, and I've been saying that on my channel for years. But that came from Frank Lucas, where he always said the loudest motherfucker in the room is usually the most insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Al Heyman is the most quietest person in the room. You never see him. There was that one time when there was this dude that tried to interview Al Heyman, and you saw Al Heyman walk the other way. I did a
Mm-hmm.
shorts on that. He walked the other way. He wasn't trying to be a part of the interview because that motherfucker is not trying to be. He's not trying to talk to nobody. That's not his play. That's not his the way he rolls.
Right.
And then the dude tried to put in the thing. Oh, Al Heyman ran away from. No, he didn't run away from you. Just don't like to deal with people.
Hey, fuck you. He an advisor. Why the fuck you talking to me for? Go talk to the company's CEOs. Go talk to the company's founders. I'm not the company's founders.
Right.
I'm their lawyer. I advise them. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Go talk to them. Like, why the fuck you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is going to show you how people just want to reject the fact that this dude on his own shit, they just want to make him be out in front and make him talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man.
And then because you have credentials pulled, because you can no longer fight. I've never seen such pettiness. I've never seen such mangina is. I've never seen such feminine behavior from a man
Mm-hmm.
to just be so in your fucking feelings. And I'm talking about It's one thing if you go on a little soliloquy or you go on a little tirade, but to do this for years and to think you're using a he knows mantra of keeping the foot on the next, man, that's not keeping the foot on the next. That's just showcasing the size of the punani you have. It's pathetic
Right.
to be sitting there and to get in your soapbox because you can no longer cover fights. Did it dawn to you that when you were covering fights, you were an employee? Because when someone gives you the license to do something, that means they are your employer. That means there is a overseeing that they have over you. So with that overseeing, that means there are certain limitations to what you can and can't do contractually. Everything has a contract behind it, whether if it's written or not. There's verbal contracts. So when you sit there and do something that goes beyond that, and you think that there's not gonna be no ramifications for your actions because you have a YouTube channel. Look, if you have a YouTube channel and you no longer want to be a part of the media and do all of that, then don't do it anymore. But you can't think that you have a YouTube channel and then you can just willy-nilly and be comfortable and stick your foot in and kiss these motherfuckers' ass and then go and talk shit behind their backs and think that it's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
come back to them and you're not gonna pay the price for that. Like you have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to think that that's not gonna happen.
That's
And,
it.
and I don't understand that. And I don't understand that rationale. And then to sit there, always say so many different things. So now you want to say Floyd Mayweather told y'all. What did Floyd Mayweather tell you? Why would Floyd be a part of dismantling Spence versus Crawford? As narcissistic as Floyd is, why would he want to fuck up Spence versus Crawford when he's also getting a check from that? That makes no fucking sense.
Don't make no sense. Don't blame that shit on Floyd. Floyd could tell that the fight wasn't going to happen because typically when a fight happens, the fighters fight at the same time. So put it this way: if the fight was going to happen when it was supposed to happen, that means Crawford was supposed to already have fought the dude he finna fight when Spence was fighting Ugas. And the fact that Crawford hadn't signed the deal and he kept prolonging and pushing it off. Floyd already knew these niggas ain't finna fight, man. Because they're finna fight. They supposed to already be in camp by now. Floyd, man, mind you, Floyd been doing this shit for 20 years.
Well, let's get it. Let's put it in its proper perspective. It ain't these niggas. It's Bud ain't gonna fight because Spence want to fucking fight.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm talking just for. I'm just
I
saying
know what you mean. I know
the
what you
fight's
mean
not
in
gonna
general
happen.
sense.
Everybody know that
I know what you mean in
it's a
general sense,
foregone conclusion.
but I just want to make that shit clear. I know
Yeah,
what you mean in the general sense. I just want to make that shit crystal clear. Spence wants this shit. It's Bud, that nigga that don't want to fucking
yeah,
fight.
yeah. It's a foregone conclusion that Bud is the one that done. That's a foregone conclusion. Like anybody that don't admit that, they just in denial. They delusional at this point. But what I'm saying is, if they ain't in camp by now, then they ain't gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Floyd been doing this shit for 20 years. He already know. At this point, you should be entering camp. They ain't entering camp. They ain't finna fight. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, Bud is a fucking man. Like I said, man, his new name is Duck Crawford, man. Bud is a fraud, man. And Errol Spence called this shit years ago when he said Bud is smoking mirrors. He called this shit. Yeah, he called this shit years ago. Yeah, and think about it, we ain't even heard from Bomac because Bomac was the main one talking shit. Now he got to be silent.
Because you know what? I don't even think it's the silent part. I think there's dissension amongst them, man. I think there's dissension in the ranks. You know why I say that? Because Bomac is always willing to step in and say stuff on Terrence Crawford's behalf. But as
Mhm.
of recent, as of late, they've been having dissension amongst themselves in the ranks, man.
Yeah, because guess what? It wasn't Bomac idea to lead Top Rank. That was that was that was Crawford idea. You want to know when he got the big idea? When it was set in stone, he was gonna have to fight Errol Spence.
Exactly.
Not other sudden he got a problem with everything Top Rank do. Everybody been know Bob Arum is a crook. He stole the company from the Muslims. He stole the company from Elijah Muhammad's son. Elijah Muhammad's son was the one who created Top Rank. He finagled that from him. Everybody know Bob Arum is a crook. He's one of the biggest crooks in boxing. So all of a sudden, it just dawned on you that Bob Arum was a crook. You didn't mind him being a crook. It just give you $2 million a fight because you was being protected. You were still getting on. You were still getting on the pound for pound list with fighting nobody. That's how I know I wipe my ass with the pound for pound list. My
You
pound for
know who
pound
I
list.
think? You know who I think that Ron 501 dude is? I think he's that Ron dude that used to be that Terrence Crawford. You remember that Ron dude that used to be that Terrence Crawford fan? And I think because he realized Terrence Crawford ducked, he's now like, fuck Terrence Crawford. I like that motherfuckers like that because motherfuckers like that usually need to be the ones to get the rude awakening, and they need to be the one to get that wake up call. You've been rocking with Terrence Crawford all this time, and you see him, he pull his sucker shit, and it's making you feel some type of way because there's a code in the hood, man. When a nigga do some sucker shit, you can't justify that sucker shit, dog. And what Bud did was some straight sucker shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he went out. And dude going in on there. He said he works at Canelo. Yeah, bitch. Crawford, the lowest scum at the bottom of the shit box.
Damn. You went from a Bud fan to saying that, dog. I think you need to say that one again, dog, because this motherfucker was a Bud capping fan, dog.
Just think about it. He must have just heard my part when I said Bud Crawford is a new Canelo Alvarez. So he said, nah, he works than Canelo Alvarez. He a bitch.
Damn.
Crawford's the lowest scum at the bottom of a shit box.
I think they need your laugh right about now, man.
boy, this motherfucker. But Bud don't realize this.
Shit.
He don't have the fan base.
I felt that, dog. I felt every bit of. I know you ain't gonna say things the third time, but I gotta say this. He worse than Canelo. He's a bitch. Crawford is the lowest scum at the bottom of a shit. But man, I felt every bit of those words, though.
He said that with gravel in his mouth, with a lot of hatred and discontent
And fucking vitriol, man. Damn.
That motherfucker, it's like he bit into a sandwich and the sandwich wasn't right, boy. You know how you take, you get ready to make you some cereal and the motherfucker milk ain't right, and you just make you angry, like, damn, why the fuck one nigga throw this shit away, man? Because you had your mouth set for the cereal, so now you mad as fuck.
Got me feeling some type of way.
Yeah, buddy feels some type of way. And you know what? You deserve it, man. You deserve it, man.
Because you was on the wrong side, man. You picked the wrong motherfucker. We tried to tell you. They call him the truth because there's no lies in his damn face.
That's the reason why I've been telling motherfuckers, like, this dude do not want this fight, man. He kept finding a little petty shit wrong. When he fought the first petty shit wrong, I knew the fight wasn't gonna happen because how the fuck you've been begging for this fight this long and you fight for top rank, some people who notoriously cheat people out their money, and now all of a sudden you turn down your biggest payday because you're talking about you need to see the books. Nigga, the FBI and the fucking tax man ask companies for their books. Bosses can't ask the companies for their fucking books. Nigga, who the fuck is you? You can't even read this shit. People don't realize this. When you look at a ledger, unless somebody tell you what you're looking at, or unless you're an accountant, you don't know what the fuck you looking at, man. All you see is numbers.
You're a motherfucking employee saying, am I gonna get 35% net, or if I'm gonna get 35% gross? Fuck out of here with that shit. Shout outs to my boy IBFP, man. Motherfucker said Bud didn't want it.
Bud didn't want it. You gotta understand.
Didn't want the free smoke.
You gotta understand, for IBFP to say this, you know that what we saying ain't just coming out our ass.
Exactly.
Because this dude, he was supportive of Bud, and Canelo, right? But he's coming out and he's saying, like, listen, man, I gotta be honest.
Yep.
Doug Crawford didn't want no smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's his new fucking name, Doug fucking Crawford.
Bud fucking Dumford.
Right, this motherfucker is a Doug. He didn't want the smoke.
You know, one thing that I can say with IBFP, I've dealt with this. He's like my friend of me, man. I've said this about this dude from day one, and I used to love doing those lives with him. I still do. Well, hopefully one of these days we could chop it up again. But this time we're gonna have Ross in the mix. Is this the dude always admits, man, you don't find that kind of level of integrity in boxing, man. It's rare. It's rare to find a motherfucker admit when they could just tell the shit is what it is. They just admit it. And he's one of the very few guys that when it's obvious in his face, he's going to admit the shit. So I got to give him credit for that.
Right. He said, I have always supported Bud, but it's the truth. Bud has been exposed. And then he put a shark. Look. Then he put the little shark right there next to exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. We told y'all, man. I've been telling y'all. There's no way this nigga want to fight, and he with the top rank. And ain't no welterweights over there.
Yeah.
Then you had Benavidez one leg. You had they went and found Jeff Horn out of nowhere. Right? Jeff Horn just came out of nowhere. They would have. This nigga was teaching substitute. He was a substitute teacher in Australia. They just would have found dude, right? Like there was nobody over there. Why would you go over there if you was really looking for smoke? And think about it, he ain't fight nobody until only names at welterweight that he fought was after Spence had already beat him. This man didn't want no smoke with Spence.
No, you didn't say that, film study. We might, you know what? Me and Ross probably might need to think that he probably is a Fed.
He a Fed. Like, come on, all right, man. I'm upset at him too, but Bud ain't smart enough to be no Fed. What federal agent gonna hire Bud Crawford, man? This nigga be struggling in his Twitter post.
So basically, he's not even smart enough to pass the FBI entrance exam.
Man, what fucking federal agent gonna hire Bud? Come on, man. I understand you upset, man, but this gonna show you how mad niggas at Bud, man. They just gotta call this nigga something. This nigga a federal agent.
That nigga's not smart enough to pass the police entrance exam.
That nigga ain't no fucking Fed, man. That nigga be struggling on Twitter, boy.
Oh shit! I thought I was the only one that half this time when Bud say some shit on social media, I'm like, what the fuck did he just say?
Bud need to hire a publicist so they can make a post for him. Cause it don't be slang like Lamar Jackson speaks slang on his shit, but you know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Bud literally be misspelling the easiest of words, man. And he be trying to use, the cliche sayings and shit, and be saying them all backwards and shit, man. How the fuck you mess up a cliche saying? It's cliche for a reason, because everybody don't use that shit. How you say it backwards? What the fuck is you doing?
When Spence speaks slang, because it's that Texas slang, that shit throw motherfuckers off, but that should be fire. Because he speaks it in a way that it goes with his personality. When Bud say shit, that should be corny as fuck, man.
Bud be sounding like the one dude that's in special ed, not because he retarded, but because he bad as hell, and because he's so bad, he always getting kicked out of class, so he dumb. But he's not retarded, but he got to be in there because the only people at his level is retarded people, so he got to be in there with the real retarded people. That's Bud, man. Bud ass slow, man. Let's be honest. He's slow. Think about it. He ruined his own career.
Yep.
He finna go there. He finna fight this dude. Where did he go next after that? What if Errol Spence say, you know what? You playing with me, man. I ain't fucking with you. You playing with me. I'm finna go to 150. What did he do after that? Who you finna fight after that? Bruce Ennis? We all know Bruce Ennis gonna book Bud ass. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Errol, Bud can't beat Bruce Ennis because he barely beat Gamboa, man. Gamboa had that nigga.
Here go the tweet I want you to laugh at, Ross. Bud said this shit, and I'm still trying to figure out if he thought he was sounding fire. But this is the shit that made me laugh. He said, like it, love it, but it's in to history books, and there's nothing you can do or say to change it. It's so hate on your mama because she didn't swallow you. The fuck?
What the fuck you talking about? You dumbass, goofy ass nigga. Hey, Rip B. Brazen said something that's funny as hell. Rip B. Brazen said, if I see Crawford in person, it's a fade on sight, even though I'll get whooped, but it's for the culture. He said, I'll fight this nigga even though I know he can whoop me for the culture because he playing. So they pulled Jeff Horn from the unemployment line to fight Manny. Exactly. These niggas, hey, had nobody over there for Bud to fight. Bud went over there to avoid all the real smoke. I've been told people that everybody thought I was stupid as fuck, thought I was tweaking. Now y'all see what I saw, man. This motherfucker band. You can tell when they met up together. Bud had all type of nervous energy in the presence of Errol Spence.
Yeah, he was dancing like a prom girl.
I've been in the presence of niggas I knew that had killed people, and I ain't act like that. I ain't act like that, man.
Yep.
I fought niggas who went on to go to jail for the rest of their life for murder. I wasn't scared of them. I didn't act like that, man. And I knew there's a possibility if I beat this nigga ass, he gonna shoot me. I wasn't acting like that. Bud was acting shook, man. All nervous and moving around. And I was like, I knew that. I was like, man, this fight ain't gonna never happen. This nigga's scary, man. Then here's another thing. But there's no win here, right? So if he win, he supposed to win. We don't even know who the fuck dude is. Dude that's like one of them niggas they picked up on 9/11, man. Dude, that's what he look like. He like one of them niggas they picked up on 9/11, man.
Yeah, he ain't gonna just go there.
All you gotta do is put a beard on, buddy. He looks just like one of them niggas, right? So if Bud win, okay, you supposed to win. If he struggle, it's over with for sure. They're gonna be like, God damn, okay, we see why you duck Spence. You barely had nobody.
Honestly, man, I want this to be like what Teofimo and Kambosos was, but on steroids. I want Bud going in there thinking he got a guaranteed win on the new situation with Blkprime, and then fuck around and get peeled, man. Bud fuck around and get hit with a haymaker and get peeled. That is going to be the soundbite forever and a day.
That shit gonna be crazy because he gonna go out. Not only is he gonna go out, he done lost his belt. He gonna go out. He ducked Errol Spence and lost his belt to a lesser competitor. So that means everything niggas was saying about him the whole time was cap, man. Oh man, it's kind of gonna lose so much, bro.
Cap gonna be too good for that word, man. It's gonna be too good. That nigga gonna be the butt of all jokes, man. It's gonna be bad. People gonna forget. Other people got exposed because of him. They're gonna forget Canelo got exposed. They're gonna forget Teofimo got exposed. They're gonna forget Manny Pacquiao couldn't fucking eat and his face was going one way and Jinky Spoon was going another way. People gonna forget all that shit. This dude fuck around and beat Bud, man. They gonna forget it. And that's what he deserves. He deserves to lose this fight. He deserves to get his ass whooped. He deserves to get the shit beaten out of him because you duck undisputed, man.
And that's
you duck a fight everybody wanted.
And that's the fucked up thing about all these people who they put on the pound for pound list. They was ducking undisputed fights. All these people. Lomachenko did it once. Canelo did it. And now Bud. These niggas was on a pound for pound for how long? ESPN pound for pound?
Facts.
How the fuck you ducking undisputed fights? Those should be mandatory fights. Canelo should have been made to fight Andrade. Now, okay, you done ducked Charlo down at 6, 7, 8 years. You got the belts. You got to fight Andrade. He got the last belt. That should have been a mandatory fight. How did Boston let that happen?
I know you're a writer, man. Thank you for having diction enough to spell his name correctly, man. Most motherfuckers be fucking his name up. I give you credit for that, Ross.
Who?
Trish Andrade, you spelled his name right.
Okay. Oh yeah, I said it right.
Most motherfuckers be fucking his shit up, and that's it. Andrade. I like, man. Sometimes the English language, boy, I think that shit be degenerate, slow, and retarded.
Yeah. If you don't know that the person is of a certain descent, then you're gonna just say it how you'll say it in English. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre. But once you figure out that they're from a certain descent, and you understand how those people speak, then you have to apply that to the dude's name. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, man. This cat wasted our time. All these years he's been talking. And the sad thing is, I kind of knew it in the back of my head wasn't going to happen, but you still hope the best for the sport of boxing, man. You still hope the best for the sport of boxing, man. But this shit surprised me.
That Ron 501 feeling some type of way, dog.
He said you want to sit the Fleece Johnson.
Oh shit! You know how when somebody's rooting for somebody and they're like their biggest fan, and then they get that disappointment. That's him.
Yeah,
and he don't know how to take it, so he's just letting all his pent up, unresolved feelings about this shit happen because he honestly thought, like all these other Bud Man fans, that Terrence Crawford was gonna fight November 19th. He actually thought that Bud was that dude. And to come to find out, Bud ain't nice like that. Bud ain't that nigga. That shit is fucking with you, man. It's fucking with you hard. I think it's fucking with your personality. Fuck Bud. It's fucking with you. And that's why you letting out like that. Listen, man. I got a good therapist at the VA. I don't know if you're a veteran, but maybe I might need to pass that information along. So just put in the comment section, I need to go to therapy. I'm a veteran. I need to go to therapy. If you tell me that, then I'll pass the information along. Because right now, you're venting pent up, unresolved issues right now.
But you
really need to talk to someone.
But you know what? If there's any place for him to vent, he could vent here, man. We feel you, bro. We feel you. We understand where you're coming from, and we told your ass. We told all these motherfuckers, man. Niggas would not listen. I said, man, this ain't gonna happen because you gotta think about it. If when you want to fight, like as bad as Bud was putting on, he wanted to fight too bad. I'm looking at shit. I'm like, you're not that skilled. You don't got a chin like that. You're not that. Why? What makes you want to fight Errol Spence so bad? This shit gotta be capped, nigga. You know you can't whoop. So why you so thirsty to get in there and get your ass whooped? Cause well, you know you never gonna fight a motherfucker. You can talk however you want to talk.
Yeah, you talk cash money shit too.
Well, you know you're not gonna fight somebody. You can talk however you want to talk. Mm-hmm. You will never be in the same room.
I remember this nigga in the confrontation. Earl Smith's like, man, we could bet 100,000. Oh no, we could bet $1 million, nigga. We could bet $1 million. And then Smith's like, all right, fuck it, let's bet $1 million.
Hey, motherfucker, you know good damn well you don't have $1 million to bet. You only get paid $2 million to fight. You gotta live. This nigga is a millionaire that live paycheck to paycheck. this nigga be a millionaire on fight night and then just $1,000 there in a couple of days.
You going in, man. You going in today.
This is the only millionaire that live paycheck to paycheck, boy. And he rocked that Versace shirt for like 3 weeks straight. What was he doing?
I remember that's why he was mad at Tank. Because Tank said, man, I seen you wear that same shirt for like 3, 4, 5 straight, man. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Right. And then nobody in his camp was gonna say, hey man, you gotta change your clothes and shit. You can't just you're a celebrity, like you can't just keep wearing this shit.
Exactly. That's for regular niggas, man. You can't keep wearing the same shirt every fucking fight. What the fuck?
Hey, bro, you can't wear the same suit that you promoted the fight in after the fight. What are you doing? You say you supposed to be the next Floyd. You not acting like it. He wear the same suit that he. You know how they do the walk up. They in the arena now. He wear that suit after the fight. Fuck is you doing, boy? Why the fuck you put that on, man?
Who dressed worse, him or Sean Porter?
Sean Porter for sure. He Sean Porter cheap. He don't even go buy those suit. He make his own suit. Sean Porter ass had on a zip up suit the other day when we was covering the fight. The suit had a zip on it. I said, you know what? This Spencer made this nigga retarded. Can't think about it. Cause you know, retarded people, they struggle with buttons and shit. So they be having like Velcro, and they don't, you know what I mean? They make everything simple. So this nigga he had a zip up suit, man, with zippers on it. Come on, man, Sean Porter.
And looking bloated as fuck too. On top of that, man, that didn't help.
You already know,
and your suit is open. It's not like it was zipped up. That shit look bad.
My thing is, you want to know what was open? When he zipped it up, that's when he realized how ridiculous he was. That's when he realized how ridiculous that he looked, man.
And Kenny Porter has the nerve to tell us, come check me and my son out if y'all want to wear some outfits or some fits. Man, ain't nobody trying to wear y'all shit.
Right. Like hold on, man. Y'all make sure y'all donate to motivate, because y'all don't be laughing like this when y'all go to these other channels.
Exactly.
These other channels do not entertain y'all like this, man. Like when he zipped up that suit in the mirror, first of all, this how you know he hard headed, he's stubborn. When he zipped up that suit, he knew he looked a damn fool. But he still wore it, man. That's exactly like your daddy left you because you hard headed.
And you know, old girl, I forgot her name, the British chick.
Yeah.
She gave him that look like, you know that shit ain't fire, right? And that's why he unzipped it.
That nigga supposed to take that whole shit off, man. He would look like
I would have took that shit off on national TV and been like, you know what? I need to burn this shit.
That nigga should have been like, man, who is that over there? And then when the camera lit, and when it came back, that shit should have been off, boy.
Yeah, exactly. And then they would have been like, did you hear yourself? Oh shit, I said that on TV.
That nigga crazy for wearing that motherfucking suit, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, so he dressed better than Sean Porter, because at least he wear a real suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just the
right.
thing
He do got Sean Porter beat. He do got Sean Porter beat.
When you think about him, he wear the same suit too many fucking times.
Yeah, Bud just wear the same shit for 4 straight events.
Like, bro, come on, man.
And we know you're on a budget, but damn, that's bad, man.
Common sense would tell you can't wear something that loud.
And if you're gonna be slick, do it every other event. Like if you're gonna wear it, then come to the next event, wear some other shit. And if you're gonna wear that same shit, wear it in a different way. Dress it down a little bit, you know?
Man, change the pants, man.
Exactly.
Change the pants, nigga. Change the turtleneck underneath. Like, you wear the same exact thing to the big ass events, bro. And then when the camera come on, you put your fist. You know how all the boxers put their fist up? You put your fucking hand down and go change your clothes. All the boxers put their fist up whenever a camera.
Yeah.
Nigga, put your fucking hand down and go change those stinking ass clothes. What the fuck is going on, man?
That's why he got mad at Tank, because Tank called him a bum ass nigga, man.
He is a bum, man. He is a bum, man. That's why your shit go hard. My shit go hard. Duck Crawford and bum Crawford. You're a bum, man. Right now, but people don't think is he think he could. He really misunderstand. He really mistake how many fans he really got. He don't get the fans that he need to have to go through this type of controversy. Nigga, you don't got that type of fan base where you could withstand this. This the end of your career, bro. You end of your career doing this shit.
Pencil bust, nigga.
Right, you ended your career doing this shit, man. And whoever giving you an whoever this, and we think Bud's stupid, but Bud ain't as dumb as the niggas paying him 8 figures.
I was just about to say that. These niggas taking out what they call that loan? P2P loan. Just to pay that nigga 8 figures.
Ooh, bruh.
They ain't got 8 figures. So how the hell is Bud getting 8 figures? Come on, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop this shit.
That shit crazy. These niggas are winning their savings. And they probably anteed up too. They probably all put out like 100,000. Because believe it or not, these LDBC niggas be making money hand over fist. Niggas be giving them money. They don't even know what the fuck they be talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
These niggas be getting donations hand over fist. They not entertainer. They petty as fuck. They don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Fanon, the only one that be having a little clue what he be talking about. You know what I'm saying? But he born as hell.
He's a negotiator, so he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Right. He just born as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, so these niggas make money. So these niggas put all their little money together to give it to this nigga. Just so he can't fight Errol Spence. That's sad, man.
That's sad.
That's sad. They protect this nigga for a good ass whooping.
Yep.
They paid this nigga not to go get his ass. That's crazy. I ain't gonna pay you not to get your ass school. I'll hide you. You can hide out here, and I'm gonna be making fun of you. Like, man, you talked all that shit. Do it outside talking about.
Not when I cover boxing. Not when it's supposed to be about the sport. I'm paying you so that what you can hide away from a fight that really I could be getting a comeuppance on as someone who's covering the sport. Whether if I pick you, I don't pick you, because this is what people gotta understand. With boxing, whether you on the winning side or the losing side, whether you pick the right person or not, boxing, you still win. Because at the end of the day, you got to see a great fight. If Spence lose, I don't lose. It's boxing. If Spence win, I damn sure win. Still don't lose. I win even more. But it's boxing nevertheless. Because at the end of the day, I'm a boxing fan. So I get to see a great fight. That's what motherfuckers don't realize. You win out regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I sit there and take money out to pay you just so that you could duck? Man, fuck that shit.
That shit is crazy.
And you're not even nice like that? They act like Crawford is nice.
Hold on. This is how you know people are glutton for punishment. We sit here telling you that Terrence Crawford ducked Errol Spence, and you talking about we gonna see a Tank and Ryan going to fight. You already know goddamn well Ryan ain't gonna fight Tank Davis, man.
Exactly. That shit ain't happening either.
Come on, man. That's
even more guaranteed that ain't happening.
That's the brutality. This nigga, he just be using Tank name to push his fights.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga finna fight somebody named Muhammad. There's gonna be somebody around the same type of name that Terrence.
You already know they're gonna give Ryan Garcia the zone fight with a fighter that nobody knows who his name is, so that they can make it look like he got some speed. They can show you his little Instagram speed, and they promoting Tank. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of non-PBC fighters basically promoting themselves off of PBC fighters.
PBC, that's all the fuck they do. PBC need to issue an order to cease and desist, bro. Like, man, if we not finna fight, don't use my name, because all y'all doing is just using my name. But they probably let them do that because it's publicity. But check this out. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of Ryan Garcia doing that same ass left hook on camera. That's the only punch he practiced. Nigga only practiced the left hook. Come on, man. That's the only punch he know how to throw.
Good luck. Good luck trying to do that against Tank. Good luck.
This nigga all Tank gotta do is keep his right hand up the whole fight. This is gonna be easy.
This is what people don't understand. Tank's so nice that you can't throw. Not only can you not throw a bullshit punch on Tank because Tank is so fast, but Tank changes gears on you, man. That's why. That's how I know Tank is elite as a fighter, and he changes gears on you.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him do that in the Raleigh Romero fight, and that's how he got the knockout, people missed that. From the round that Raleigh Romero kept charging and forward, and Tank was just going back. Go look at that last round, and go look at the round that Tank landed the shot. Tank changed the gear on his ass, man, and that was the deciding factor of the knockout. This is why I know Devin Haney don't belong in the ring with Tank, because all Tank got to do is figure you out, change the gear on you, change the level on you, and that's it, man. And one thing I noticed with Devin Haney is susceptible to uppercuts. Tank is a master of uppercuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that matchup is a nightmare waiting to happen on Elm Street. Because all Tank got to do is set up the uppercut. And Devin Haney ain't getting up from that shit. I just showed you guys a short of George Kambosos hitting Devin Haney with 3 uppercuts. Don't let Tank land one and land one flush.
Wow, it's night.
This shit is over. It's a wrap.
That's for Devin Haney because he always get hurt. It's night for Devin Haney, man. If he fight Tank and Ryan Garcia is not ready, man. I seen Ryan Garcia sparring against what's the fucking name was Teofimo Lopez. He was getting drugged, bro. No, it wasn't Teofimo Lopez. It was Rolly. Rolly Ramirez was dragging. He was beating the shit out of Ryan Garcia. And then he was like a boxing match. It's like one nigga ran into another nigga that owed him a lot of money.
Yep.
That's what that shit looked like. It ain't like they was boxing like
That's
one
how
nigga
you know. That's how you know Ryan Garcia don't belong in the ring, because how you getting drugged by Rolly Romero?
Right.
That Tank got a meme on, man, for knocking this motherfucker out. Tank hit this dude so hard that when he walked out of the ring, his legs still couldn't find him.
Yeah, he was
His
struggling.
dad had to hold him together.
Yeah. His parents on both sides had to take that nigga to the crib and put him in the baby pen. Had to tuck his ass in for the night. Better than bedtime story. This nigga laying in the bed talking about goo goo gaga.
They better keep all these top guys away from Tank, man. Even Shakur, and I like Shakur, but man, all Tank got to do is land on that motherfucker, man. That's the thing with Tank. And this is why you got to understand what I like about PBC fighters. All PBC fighters have something that they do that's elite. Spence's elite ability is in his ability to punish you. Nobody ain't gonna punish you like Spence. Spence is ruthless, and Spence is kind of disrespectful with the punishment, because he keep punishing you even when he knows that you ain't even supposed to be there. He's still punishing you even after the fact.
Right.
That's why niggas age like 40, 50 years after fighting Spence. What Tank's special ability is Tank's power. And Tank knows it. So a lot of times Tank go into fights bullshitting because Tank know all he got to do is plant his foot and connect. Right. That's it. And Tank knows it. The only motherfucker that Tank couldn't knock out was that what was his name? Roman, the Hispanic dude. That's because that dude's head was like a planetarium, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why, man. You know how I mean? Uppercuts the Tank was landing on that dude. That dude's head was so big.
Right. Just Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull. There you go, Pitbull. That motherfucker's head was so big, Tank broke his hand off of his head. That was the only dude he couldn't knock out, but everybody else don't got a head like that.
And the crazy thing is, they said that was a good fight because Tank ain't knock him out.
And we know what Tank did the second half of the fight. He did what Floyd did, man. He just walked the motherfucker down and he just basically boxed him. He boxed him the rest of the fight on one hand. And that's what people don't understand how good of a boxer Tank is. He boxed this dude on one hand. He kept turning him. That's really what boxing is. Boxing at its highest levels is constantly turning a motherfucker. That's why they hate Floyd, because Floyd, that's what he do with people for 12 rounds. He just turn motherfuckers.
Right. Tank ain't a one punch man. Tank a box. He just has one punch. That
Exactly.
Tank
Tank is what you call a boxer puncher.
There's nobody that around his size that could beat Tank. I like Shakur Stevenson, but Tank could beat the shot of Shakur Stevenson. He too small.
Exactly.
I like I don't really like Haney. Haney got a real good jab. I love Haney's jab. And he's tall, he got length. Haney looks the part, but Haney chinny like a motherfucker, man.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna
that suspect overhand right he be throwing. Yeah. Man, all Tank got to do is counter that shit, man.
He chinny as fuck, man. He gonna get knocked
out. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all fuck around, put Haney in the ring with Tank. That's gonna be Tank's best meme fighting anyone ever. Better than even when he beat up these Mexican fighters. Do not put Haney in there with Tank, because now y'all not gonna unlive the image of Haney getting knocked out by a beautifully timed shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what he's going to do. He's going to time him and knock him out. And knowing Tank, because it's Haney, Tank going to be standing over him and talking shit. I could already see that.
Yeah, man. Haney going to get punished. And we ain't going to talk about Ryan Garcia, man. Ryan Garcia might fuck around and get carried out of that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You get in Tank. He ain't going to be able he going to fuck around because he's way smaller than Rolly. Rolly was big as hell in that fight against
Tank.
Man,
Ryan Garcia gonna be on suicide watch at the end of that fight.
Yeah. Every time it comes time for him to fight Tank, he always talk about he having mental health issues and he need to take time away from the sport.
Exactly.
this nigga always got mental health issues whenever it's time to fight Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here, man. But back to this sorry ass motherfucker here. But Crawford, that's a sorry motherfucker, man.
Terrence Crawford is a sorry motherfucker.
I can't believe these niggas did this shit, man. And they probably sitting back thinking, this how you know when you lame. When you make the worst decision in your life and you sitting back coming on YouTube trying to explain it away like it's some cold shit and trying to make sure like everybody else is tripping.
And that's why the immediate defense, that's why the immediate live. Mm-hmm. Well, anytime you see a nigga come to an immediate defense of himself, he's guilty as fucking charged, man. But even when I'm in a compromising position, Ross knows this about me. I'm such a plotting motherfucker. You will not see me come out. I'll be too busy plotting, trying to figure out how I'm gonna still look good at the end of this shit.
Are we buying
when you come out too fast? That ain't no good look.
Hold on, man. Sports Brotherhood. Are we buying what fight, man?
Yeah, buying what fight? What fight are you talking about?
Yeah, are we buying what fight?
Buying what fight? I hope you're not talking about Terrence Crawford.
Wait, all this shit we've been saying, you know, has better not be talking about Crawford versus David Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
This is David Vanessa. Like, who is this dude?
Because you're gonna have it with us. You should know better. You're gonna have it with us if you say that shit.
Hold on, I'm tired of asking about who this dude. I'm finna go on Boxing Rec right now. I'm finna find out who the fuck this nigga is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of asking about who is this dude, man. Right now, I ain't finna keep asking.
Because at the end of the day, y'all shouldn't be watching that fight. And to be honest with you, damn. Film study said he a meme machine leftover. Okay, now that makes sense. Now we could connect the fucking dots. Okay, now I'm connecting the dots. Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, 29-3-1, 17 KOs. He been knocked out one time. He Russian.
That dude's Russian?
Yeah, nationality Russian. But that's the thing about, you know, once the Europeans took over, where you from, where you live at, don't have nothing to do with your race. So it'd be motherfuckers living all over the place, and they just say they French, but they race really be Russian. You know what I mean?
That's why Terrence Crawford took this fight, because he lost a meme machine. So Bud really think he going in there with a tune-up for real. Okay. I see you, Terrence Crawford. I see you.
So he's the number one.
Wanted a super tune-up.
He's the number one welterweight in Russia, which don't really mean much. And
that don't mean shit.
According to Boxing Rec, he's the 10th ranked welterweight worldwide. Why the fuck, if you supposed to be the top pound fan, why is you fighting the 10th? Why are you
That
fighting the
don't
10th?
mean shit.
Why the fuck you fighting the 10th when you could fight the number one, Errol
And that's
Spence?
why Earl Spence said yesterday, everybody sees Terrence Crawford held up negotiations because he didn't want to fight. It's for the world to see now. He really
Right,
didn't want this fight.
exactly. And that's the thing. He thought because Spence already be talking, he thought Spence wasn't gonna never say nothing. Nope.
Yep.
Spence finally said something at the right fucking time too, boy.
Yep.
At the right time.
This
He
is
said
pathetic.
something.
This is pathetic. If I'm Earl Spence, if I had plans on not fighting this year, I'm gonna scrap that shit and fight December 10 too.
And this how you know the boxing ratings don't make no sense. How's Errol Spence the number 2 welterweight in the world? He the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC champion. That don't even make no sense.
Who they got number 1?
It's gonna be Crawford.
Oh shit. See, that's what I never could understand. And you know what? You got a lot of these wayward niggas on YouTube. They feeling stupid because for the longest they believed that ESPNT that told them that Terrence Crawford was number 1 and Earl Spence was number 2. I wonder how they feel with Terrence Crawford ducking Earl Spence now. Are they still saying that same dumb shit?
And they feel discontent and uneasy. The motherfuckers somewhere looking stupid.
Yeah, a lot of people looking really bad right now. Well, we've been said that, James Stagg, and I'm glad you reiterated it. Bud does not understand the business of boxing. But you know what? This right here speaks to the disrespect of a black man, because why would you? I guarantee you, if Bob Arum tells Terrence Crawford 35%, you're never gonna see Terrence Crawford say 35% net or 35% gross. He would never say that. He would just take it.
He ain't never second guess Bob. Bob ain't never used to give Bud no percentage. But Bob used to say 2 million. I'll give you 2 million. That's it. That's all you gonna get. And we know in boxing, 2 million to fight ain't shit. Because what you gotta live for the rest of the year off that 2 mil. Ah!
Yeah, that's bad.
This nigga a millionaire. This nigga live paycheck to paycheck.
Because that 2 million is like what? After taxes and Bob, what you got? 800K?
800,000. You put your life in 800,000. You might as well go fight UFC.
Yep.
Bob was raping you, man. Now all of a sudden you want to be financially responsible. Fuck out of here, man.
You want to be financially responsible when it comes to fighting Earl Spence. You's a duck, man. Being financially responsible would be fighting Earl Spence because that'd be your biggest payday.
Right. That's how you know this nigga. I'm telling you, this motherfucker's slow, man. Every time I go to his Twitter, I used to be like, bro, somebody take this nigga phone from him. Go on his phone and delete that app and say, man, listen, man, you starting to look retarded, man. Stop tweeting. This is how you know his fans don't care about him. Now, one person would be like, hey, man, you know you spelled that wrong. None of them don't say nothing.
Nah, they don't care about him. They just want to see Earl Spence lose. They don't give 2 shits about Bud. They never did.
They don't care about him, man. Nobody in the blood circle care about him. He make every year he make one bad mistake after another, and they keep getting worse and worse and worse. This dude is spiraling out of control.
As long as they can get their hair done, their nails done, they can get a check from him, man. They don't give a fuck. You know how it is when you have an entourage that don't give a fuck about you, man. As long as you being taken care of, you good. That's why you see Deontay Wilder thin that entourage like a month. There was one dude, I remember there was one dude looking like it looked like he was rocking clothes even better than Wilder in that damn cow. I was like, what the fuck? I said, this dude eating good off of your ass, man.
Right. You got all your homeboys, your brother.
And that motherfucker, and I haven't seen that motherfucker since. I haven't seen him since the whole Tyson Fury trilogy. I have not seen that dude ever since, man.
Right.
That dude was good.
Yeah. What's the Wilder said he got rid of. This is the thing about Wilder. I don't understand. You got rid of everybody in your circle because you said you had some snakes in the grass, but you cut all the white motherfuckers.
You cut all the white ones out.
So, all the fuck you did was cut the grass, and you let the snake just stay in the yard. What is you doing? You cut the grass, identify the snake, and get the snake out of there.
Exactly.
Cut all the grass.
Because you should have started with Malik Scott. Malik Scott should have been cut. Because you don't have a trainer that you knocked out as a fighter, as your trainer. That means you don't respect him. That means you want somebody that is a yes man, and when he gets on your nerves, you get the last say so, and he got to kind of just shut the fuck up and acquiesce. You didn't see at the end of the post fight, he's sitting there. When have you ever seen a trainer be so empathetic and sympathetic with a fighter? Man, that shit don't happen in boxing, man. Yeah. Trainers are usually focused on the next fight, like talking about, man, my fighter could have done better. My fighter, I've never seen that with Derrick James and Errol Spence. I've never seen that with Floyd Sr. and Floyd. I've never seen that with Roger Mayweather and Floyd. I've never seen that with Virgil Hunter and Andre Ward. I've never seen that. They're always talking shit about the fighter. Hey, he could have done better. If I have to grade him, he got a C. They honest. They honest about their fucking fighter. But this motherfucker, this whole Robert Helenius win, he acted like Deontay Wilder won the Super Bowl, man. What the fuck?
You gotta understand, he can't be honest because how you gonna be honest about somebody that will whoop you? they had demonstrated they will whoop you. Check this out, man. Man, like he knows you to say, hear me fucking well, man. This shit right here is gonna go down as, advise you. I'm saying a lot when I say this. Well, this is gonna go down as the single most stupidest thing that Bud Crawford ever did in his fucking life. And mind you, this nigga got shot in the head before. So this shit gonna go down as the stupidest thing that he done did.
And that's saying a lot because that nigga has done a lot of dumb shit.
This nigga done passed up. Because you gotta think about it. The fight between him and Errol Spence gonna be at the least a $50 million fight.
Exactly.
So we're talking about he getting at least what's 30%? You know what I'm saying? What's 30% of fucking 50? I know one thing. I know it's more than $2 million. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, man, this dude was gonna walk out with $17.5 million. 35%.
17.5 million. This nigga turned down. This how you know he's scared as a motherfucker, man. That's life-changing money. He ain't never seen that type of money before, man.
Yeah, he was mad. He probably was looking at Earl's purse. Earl's was 32.5, and that's not even including back-end money. He was looking at that shit, getting all, but you making 17.5. You ain't never seen 17.5. Matter of fact, we give you 5 fights, Terrence Crawford, and you don't see 17.5 with top rank. Because you're making $800,000 for 5 fights. Let's do the math on that. You're still not seeing 17.5. You'd have to fight 15 fights to see 17.5. So you're making life-changing money. And then here's how Al Heyman sweets the deal. Al Heyman tells you if you beat Spence in the rematch, you get the lion's share. So you would have got 65% if you would have beat Spence in a rematch. Would you want to take some shit like that?
Yeah, if I knew I could win. This we gotta understand his mindset. His mindset is, I'd rather take the for show money of this motherfucker who nobody know than to take the chance of getting lifetime money but getting the shit beat out of me. You know what I mean?
Ross.
He's what's wrong with
boxing. This is gonna do one or two things to Spence. It's either gonna piss Spence off to the point where Spence just say fuck 147 and he go to 154, because I could see that happening. Or Spence just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna cripple that dude Jaron Ennis and then go to 154. Spence gonna take it out on somebody. I just feel sorry for the next opponent that Spence got to fight, because
he already got a line.
Aggression.
Yeah, stand only or something like that.
That's who he's fighting?
Yeah, Rob Jack. Bud might let David win so he don't have to fight Spence. And if he do that, it might be a long time for that nigga to get let in the Hall of Fame. He gonna get in there, but he ain't gonna get there quick. He ain't gonna get there quick as he as he want. And all them daps, he gonna lose a lot of those daps. All the old niggas dapping him up. If he loses this motherfucker, they gonna slap his hand away.
Bud's in a bad position because if he loses in that fight, he might as well just retire. Because he would have taken that fight off of a misnegotiation or lack of negotiation on his part from Undisputed. He might as well just not have taken that fight in the first place. So he's in a bad position. He has to win that fight. And not only he has to win that fight, he has to win that fight commandingly.
He has to
he has to dominate.
He gotta destroy dude, man.
Yep.
If dude going there, he able to pull off a mean green and drop Bud, it's over with for Bud, man. It's over because now it's gonna be okay. What time is a coincidence? This a habit. You always getting hurt, man.
Yep.
Okay, we see why you ain't want to fight Spence. We ain't never seen dude before. This dude hurt you. Bud can't go in there and get hurt, man.
Man, let's any closing thoughts on this shit, man?
Man, I said all I need to say about this shit. This should disgust me. I'm done talking about it. I'm finna go check out the motherfucking Black Adam, man. Get this shit off my mind. But you can best believe it's some videos coming down the pipeline. And I want everybody when they leave here, whenever y'all see a video talk about Bud Crawford, go in there and say, nah, that nigga name is Duck Crawford.
Oh, shit. Yep. Duck Bumford. This is disgusting, man. If you're a true boxing fan, you have to be disgusted by this. My closing thought is this. December 10, I'm really gonna be testing y'all temperatures, man. I'm gonna see what type of boxing fans y'all are. Because December 10 is supposed to be the moment where you as boxing fans say, you know what? Fuck you, Terrence Crawford. You fucked us, fuck you back. We are not watching your shit. It should be unanimous. Like the only people that should be watching that fight is people that they don't care. But y'all shouldn't be watching that fight. Because this is a slap in a true boxing fan's mind. It's a slap to your face. It's a slap to everything. It's a slap to everything that you hold dear about the sport of boxing. That the biggest fight in the sport gets put on the back burner because one guy all along was using another guy to clout chase so that he can fight a tune-up fight. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. That you can't insult my intelligence. Hopefully it doesn't insult you guys' intelligence. And that's all I got to say with that, man. Ross, be easy, man. Have a great Saturday. We'll be right back on this shit I don't know, the rest of the year. Gonna be talking about this shit?
Yep.
Okay,
right, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Vegas said, damn, I just seen your community post. We get it. I appreciate that, Mr. Vegas. I know you was one of the starch criticizers of me, but I'm glad that you said that. That's I put up your comment because it takes a man to admit when he was wrong. So I'm glad that you admitted that shit. Y'all don't be seeing the method behind our madness right then and there. A lot of times it takes y'all time to see it. But the point is, you saw it. Now, the fact that you saw it, it ain't even about me, ain't even about Ross. It's about word of mouth, man, because y'all are powerful with y'all word of mouth. Y'all need to be getting this word of mouth back. Y'all need to be getting this word of mouth back, and y'all need to be getting this word of mouth through everyone and telling everybody, look, man, Terrence Crawford ducked Earl Spence. We need to boycott that fight. That's what I need to see. I don't need to just see this shit on Facebook. I don't just need to see this shit on YouTube. I need to see it everywhere. As this fight keeps getting closer, I need to see boycott Crawford versus whatever. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go as far as to say this because this is gonna make Ross laugh. What's that thing that people do when they do a petition to boycott something and they get people to sign it? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
And you got to get so many signatures.
It just called a petition. You already said it.
Hey, that's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to do that. Y'all need to start a petition to get so many signatures, 10,000 signatures to sign to boycott the fight. Y'all need to start that shit. Make it official. And if y'all motherfuckers don't start it, I'm going to start that shit. 10,000 signatures to boycott the fucking fight. Because this fight should not be happening, man. It's been real. Y'all take care. Ross, you know, it's always real chopping it up with you guys, man. Y'all have a great Saturday. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. And it's good to go. Peace.
Peace.